6:45 a.m. I'm on my way to the ancient fortress at Sigiriya. I'm currently just walking through the ecological zone to get to the entrance. Quick sort of trivia for you, and logistics actually. It's $30 to get to the top of the ancient fortress, which is a decent amount. So a lot of people go to the big rock that looks over Sigiriya called Pirurangala. But I thought I'd do both for sunrise. It was raining very hard this morning, so I might get soaked today, but it might mean that I have the place to myself. I don't know. It's 1,500 years old. It was built in the 5th century. It's one of the older ruins in Sri Lanka. It wasn't actually rediscovered until the 1800s. It sort of was claimed by the jungle, but it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's fairly impressive just from seeing it from afar. So looking forward to it. It's called Lion's Rock. You will see why. I'm quite looking forward to the lion paws at the beginning of the stairs. And yeah, gonna walk through the pleasure gardens to the west of the rock first, and then we will climb the 1,200 steps to the top. Very much looking forward to this one. Okay. So these are the pleasure gardens, but I figured that I would go to the top because there's people coming behind. I'll do the pleasure gardens afterwards. I'll just go straight to the top. The gardens are more extensive than I thought they'd be, but we'll talk about that later. Time to get to the top. Up we go. Shh. And these are the lion's paws. So Sinhala from Sinhalese means of lion. So they believe they're descended from lions. These things. Right, hopefully the sun comes out and you get a nicer picture. Up we go. So that's the other lookout point. God, I keep forgetting the names. Let's go, come on. First one to the top. Although I've paid the price. Look at this. There are a few people ahead, I had to catch them up. I did expect good views, and I wasn't disappointed. So it stretches from over there all the way across, and then I think you have the swimming pools down there. So, okay. Whoa! So not just building a palace up here or a fortress, just a bit of leisure, build a swimming pool as well. That's bananas. If I was going to be critical, that is one of the best spots I've seen for an infinity pool. They probably didn't figure out the infinity pool design on top of Sigiriya. Just knock down those walls and have it overlooking, watch the sunrise from your infinity pool in the 5th century. The rain is coming in, so I might get soaked here. I'm not sure this is even a swimming pool because it says just the palace gardens and water features, but there are steps there are multiple steps down. So I like to think that the royals that used to live here would have gone for a little dip. I'll buy that. Okay, how do I get over there? Always makes me feel a bit weird, these ancient fortresses and temples. This was built 1,500 years ago on top of a rock, which I think is like 350 feet high, with no machinery. Don't know how they do it. Aliens, obviously. Come on. No, just a ridiculous amount of manpower. Just can't see society doing that today. It's quite a big complex. I haven't actually seen any sort of renders of what archaeologists thought it might have looked like, but it was all in vain because the South Indians came and sacked Anuradhapura, and they had to retreat from here, and it was just left for, I think, like 800 years or something, until a British archaeologist in the 1800s decided that he was going to come and find this ancient city. He found it, but didn't find the lion's paws, didn't climb it, and then another guy came and did it. I don't think it would be that interesting for me to just explain to you all the minutiae, like this is the audience hall. I think I'll leave that for you if you come here. I think the main purpose of this video is to see if it's worth coming to the top, show you the highlights, and then compare it to the viewpoint, which is free or a lot cheaper. So I thought that would be the most useful thing. So far, it's pretty sweet up here. It's good. So much jungle around. I read somewhere that many consider this to be the 8th wonder of the ancient world. That might not be true, but it is wonderful. I'm quickly becoming a dad. Worth the $30, I think. I need to find the paintings and the graffiti that's, I think, 700 or 800 years old. Whoa, it's 8 o'clock and there's suddenly an influx of people. I imagine on a sunny day, this place will be fairly packed actually. I'll repeat myself again, get up early, be the first one up. It's far more peaceful. You get time to enjoy yourself. Also, the $30 isn't just about coming to the top, although obviously that's the main attraction. I think the Pleasure Gardens has a lot to see, and I think the paintings and the graffiti and the mirror wall are all down there. So I'm going to go down there now because this has been great to see. Sucks that it's been raining, but makes it slightly different. It's just surrounded by jungle. It's awesome. Right, head down. It's fairly treacherous with the rain. Everything's very wet. Oh, those are the lion paws. Oh, you get an amazing picture of the lion paws. That's a different route down. Get to traverse the rock. Don't tell me the sun's coming out just as I go down. There's loads of people up there now, so I enjoyed having it to myself for 15-20 minutes. The way down is actually even cooler because you're underneath the rock. It's like an overhang. Where are we going? Have to go back up a spiral staircase. I think this is the mirror wall with the graffiti. Perhaps. We'll see. So you're not allowed to take photos or video of the paintings, but again, amazed at how clear they are after 1,500 years. Let's face it, on the side of a cliff face. The paintings are of what can only really be described as topless, busty women. But apparently there was 500 of them, or supposedly up to 500 of them, all over the rock face. And there's no stairs up there, so they must have just used bamboo scaffolding the whole way up. I mean, it's a long way down. Brave, brave people. Okay, let's go to the pleasure gardens now. See the final bit, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to go to the lookout point Pundarawala, and then tomorrow I'm going to go to I can't remember it. I can never remember these names. Pudurangala, which is the other sort of big hill, rocky bit that overlooks Sigiriya. Get there for sunrise, and hopefully there will be no rain. So that's the Cobra head. It does look remarkably like a cobra. So it all makes sense now. I just read it was built by King Kashyapa, and he ruled from Sigiriya, not for very long, for 18 years. And he was fairly decadent and loved his women, which is probably why it's essentially a palace instead of a fortress. The gardens are really nice, so you're not just paying for that, you're also paying to see quite extensive palace gardens. Oh, and the final thing is that it's open from 7 AM, so you don't get to watch sunrise, which is about 6:15, but it closes at 7 PM, so you can see the sunset. And I saw people up there yesterday evening. Now, not only do you get less people at sunrise, more people at sunset, but you've probably got better chances of a nicer sunrise than a nicer sunset. Now, sunset yesterday was really good. Sunrise today was rainy and cloudy. So, you know, I wasn't lucky. But I'll leave that decision up to you, whether you come early morning and be the first ones up, or you go for sunset and be able to have the nice colours. Got some mango with chili, and these monkeys are following me. They want it. They can tell I'm a foreigner. Huh? Get out of there. Oi! This monkey thinks he can do everything. Being attacked by the monkeys for my mangoes. Bastards.